offenders. You've heard about sobriety court. That's been going on now for a while. I know it took some time to get it started here and going, but I think it truly is. If you get them that first time around and get them some help, whether it's counseling through nonprofit or through a faith-based program, rehab. I mean, you can't just lock everybody up. And the youthful training, they got the youthful training act for the first-time offenders, youthful, younger people. They work with them, I think, a lot better now in the system the last 3, 4, 5 years than they did 15, 20 years ago. The hard thing is when our brothers and sisters are coming back to our communities from prison after the first or second time in and out. There's no programs, or there haven't been in the past, available. There are no rehab, there's no reentry. There are now. They're starting to realize that they can't keep building prisons, and they're starting to try and work with them now. You come back with a felony, you can't get a job. How is a guy going to come back, or a woman, and be part of your family and then to be part of a community if you can't give them the necessary skills or the chance, at least trying to let him get back on his feet and get a job? And I understand you're always going to have some habitual offenders that are never going to change.
Well, and I've talked with Ernie Stacy, dealing with the Michigan prison release program here, and they are really trying to, actually I understand they've had some pretty good success here in Muskegon County, but the idea is we want to keep people readjusted and returning back to civilian life, or a normal life, but are productive members of society.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. You got to get them back out here being productive, keep their family together. That's the main thing, because these kids are, I mean, we're dealing with kids now, younger offenders than we ever have in the last 8 years. But they got to have a mother and father there. And of course, I understand that there's, going to be running the streets. There's drugs, there's alcohol, there's all types of addiction, pornography, and everything. It's just, if you can get them to help, keep them together, it's just so much better. It makes a better community, and it starts in the family. Without a family, you don't have a community. And without that, we end up seeing them going back, and it's just like an endless cycle. And if they don't get help, it's a cycle that's, and if we could break that cycle, and I personally believe that, it's faith-based. You got to find a faith. I mean, I wish everybody would believe in my God and my Jesus, but if they don't, I'm not going to blow them up or kill them or cuss them out. But they've got to find a center or some type of faith. I really believe it is a big, strong part of people becoming peaceful, at peace with themselves, resisting the past and their, habits.
Right. Well, it's a cost to us all, but it also is a cost to the individual, and we want people to kind of become more conscious of that. But we'll be right back, and stick with us, and we'll be back with Tommy DePung from Bad Boys Bail Bonds, and we'll talk more about this issue.
Nowhere if you run, nowhere if you hide. Bad boys, them I got you, got you. Nowhere if you run, nowhere if you hide. Bad boys, them I got you, got you.
Don't run, cause them got you. Bad boy bail bonds, them got you. Don't run, cause them got you. Bad boy bail bonds, them got you.
Nowhere if you run, nowhere if you hide. Bad boys, them I got you, got you. Nowhere if you run, nowhere if you hide. Bad boys, them I got you, got you.
Don't run, cause them got you. Bad boy bail bonds, them got you. Don't run, cause them got you.
At Bowman's Body Shop, we're proud to say you're driving home our reputation. Our team of highly skilled professionals uses the latest high-tech equipment to diagnose the extent of the damage to your vehicle. Bowman's Body Shop, 2846 Getty Street in Muskegon.
Servicing the western shoreline, Drainmaster provides both residential and commercial sewer drain cleaning and small plumbing repair. Whether kitchen sink, bathtub, laundry, or main sewer lines, Dino Lombardi's customers receive no less than #1 personalized service. Drainmaster, simplicity and efficiency, all in one.
Located at 5969 Harvey Street, it's Muskegon's independent mortgage company. They offer all types of mortgages, including land contracts, vacant land, modulars, conventionals, equal housing lenders, and more. For information, call 231-799-4000.
Frontier Mart, located at 631 West Southern Avenue. From check cashing, money orders and utility payments, to cell phones, ATM and lotto, to cold beverages, hot coffee, party snacks and fresh sliced meats, to delectable lunch and dinner favorites like fried chicken, gyros, and a variety of pizzas. It's Frontier Mart.
Opened in 1999 as a showroom for artist owner Louise Hopps' clay pieces, Art Cat's gallery has grown to include the work of over 40 talented artists, offering a selection of jewelry, fun and functional pottery, blown and kiln-fired glass, sculpture, furniture, works on paper, as well as the fanciful bright clay pieces of owner Louise Hobson. Art Cat's Gallery, Muskegon's premier gallery of fine contemporary craft and original works on paper.
For all your summer fun, get to the Cancun Connection. They have ballroom dancing and line dancing classes. They have a bike night every Wednesday from 6 to 8. Show-off night Friday night 6 to 8. Live bands every Friday and Saturday. Cancun Connection specializes in Mexican food with all-you-can-eat tacos Wednesday and Thursday. Drink specials and happy hour 5 to 7 every day with dollar well drinks every Friday and Saturday. There's always something going on at the Cancun Connection. 2411 Hall Road, Muskegon. The Cancun Connection is a proud sponsor of the Lakeshore Cycle Report.
Morning, Dudley. Hot enough for you?
That's no way to keep cool, Beaumont. Get your tail inside.
Mighty refreshing in here.
Yep, our dependable Heil air conditioner keeps us cool and saves big on utility bills.
Jilly's Gallery, located at 471 Northwestern Avenue in Muskegon, featuring diachronic jewelry, driftwood, whimsical clay characters, and fused glass. One-of-a-kind creations by local artist Jill Barnes.
Cool J!
Being part of Bad Boys Bail Bonds recovery agent, our number one concern is safety. Safety for the crew and safety for the skip. As you can imagine, sometimes it gets very violent. No! Injuries do occur and injuries have occurred. That's way in the back of your mind. You never worry about injuries at the time of, you know, when you're doing what you gotta do.
Print that whole ass. Print that shit on.
Welcome back to Where Do We Go From Here? I'm your host, Kim Kotis, and joining me again is Tommy DePung from Bad Boys Bail Bonds here in Muskegon. And Tommy, we were talking about habitual offenders and some of the risks and issues that they deal with, as well as the community at large. Tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that you've had, and a little bit about what type of offenses tend to be more prominent here in Muskegon County. Is it not just alcohol issues, but petty theft? What are some of the problems that you've had to encounter?
Well, as far as habitual offenders, you'll find, I think, a lot. The stats will show you that it's dealing in the drug trade, cocaine, crack cocaine. Fourth offense, drunk driving. Third offense is a felony in the state of Michigan. Robbery or assault, aggravated assault, unarmed robbery, some pretty heavy stuff.
Break-ins.
Yeah, B&Es, home invasions. You know, unfortunately, the crack cocaine and the illicit drug use fuels all that, and then that, you know, it just spreads out of control, and you and I, as law-abiding citizens, or your neighbors, end up becoming a victim of a crime. And again, it's the habitual offenders that I've seen mostly in the last 8 years. I've only been in 8 years. Are in their 30s. Some is in their late 20s, and I mean, they've been 2 or 3 times around. And I'm afraid there's probably not much hope through man's help, you know, if they've been that many times through the system. So they need to, I suppose, get some spiritual help or some guidance. Or it's sad to see. We have dealt with a couple habitual offenders. One quick one comes to mind. A gentleman got out of prison. He'd been there 20 years and came back, tried to readjust, couldn't. Within 60 days, 45 days, he was caught selling crack cocaine and breaking in vehicles and garages to help support his habit. And they caught him. He wasn't selling; he was in possession of it. He wasn't even off the 60-day, you know, watch period or whatever. So we bonded him out. The family wanted to give him one more try. Put him in rehab. He'd failed to appear because he said, "I'm never going back alive." Well, that sends a signal to us that, you know, this could get a little nutty. And so we were out with the team, Triple D, me, Rocket, Taff, and the crew, and we searched and searched. We finally found him in the streets, and we took him down and we brought him back, thank God, without too much resistance. But he begged us. He pleaded. He pleaded with us, and they'll tell you the same thing. He begged us to kill him because he